Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Cluckin Crew podcast, episode number 28 on this February 1st, 2024. Totally dating this video with that opening, but who cares? I am one of your hosts, the creator and the voice of Chucky Chicken, Michael Cook, and with me, as always, is my very dear friend, my co-director, co-producer, co-storyboard artist, co-animator, co-everything, the one and only Elias Levine. Hello.
It is me.
Tis
Hello.
you. How are you, my friend?
I'm pretty good.
Good. Good. You have a good weekend? Or a good week?
I mean, yeah, it's been fine. Nothing crazy.
All right. Before we get going, let's go ahead and say hi to folks here in the stream. We got Adam McClelland. Hello. Hello. Yes, the party started. Kimberly Gonzalez is here. Hi, Kimberly. Nice to see you. We have Ibby the Ibster. We love you, Ibby. Hello. Nice to see you. Saby Wing. Oh, holy turkey. We hold this divination stream in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear and our ears be unstopped. Oh, dance of cartooniness. Guide the chicken soul to me. Nice to see you too. Welcome aboard. We have Coffee Beans. Hello. Nice to see you. Hey, Chucky and crew. Farnoggin is in the house. You guys started up just as I was putting in laundry to wash. Well, nice to know we're giving you some good, clean fun.
Yeah.
Ibby says Elias the MVP. He is. He truly is. But we have a really fun one for you today. I hope you guys are excited. Is that Freddie Fox dressed up as a hot dog? It is. It is. Andrew Mortimer actually drew that one. He's one of our in-betweeners and one of the longest lasting folks on our show.
Yeah, he's been on for like as long as I can remember.
Oh yeah. So maybe one day we'll have him on. We have Tyreek Animation saying hi, hello, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the stream, this is the behind the scenes of the Chucky Chicken animated series, where we just basically talk Chucky Chicken as well as just overall animation stuff. We bring on guests, we bring on, our own cast and crew, and we have a lot of fun. And I'm actually really excited because we got some really cool stuff to share with you today. But first, before we get into anything, I have a very special thing to show you guys. You're going to be the first to see this ever. So, without further ado, or actually, you know what? No. We're going to put this in the proper spot. We're going to wait for the news. So, Elias, hit me with that sound clip. Ah, yes. Today on Animation News, and I'm going to pause the music. I don't know if it's still playing or not on our end, but I'm just going to pause it. Okay, I'm going to pause it for right now. But news today. So let's start really quick with some industry news. Everyone is talking about Sonic X Shadow Generations. I know we don't normally talk about video games on this show. However,
we kind of do. Let's be real.
Okay, well maybe
we do talk about video games.
Yeah, when I'm forced to, right? But
you brought this up.
Listen, this is really cool. So a remake of the 2011 Sega game Sonic Generations is coming to all platforms. Only this time with a lot more Shadow content. According to what we know, it basically is kind of a new game plus. So, of course, you have the base Sonic generations with Sonic teaming up with his classic self to go up against Dr. Eggman, traveling through then 20 years of Sonic the Hedgehog adventures, going all the way back from the Sega Genesis days through the Dreamcast era to the then modern day of 2011, rescuing his friends, and it just was an absolute banger of a game. It changed the way that people play, think about, and expect Sonic games to be. It was absolutely groundbreaking at the time. Still is a top favorite for many, many people even today. And they're bringing it back for modern consoles with Shadow, which is super cool. So according to what we know with the story, apparently Shadow is being pitted up against Black Doom from the 2005 Shadow the Hedgehog. And while Black Doom is attempting to take over the world and destroy it, Shadow must travel back through his own past, battling not only enemies from the past, but also his own inner demons. And we learn a lot more about Shadow as a character in this particular new story and new adventure. I'm actually looking really forward to it. It's coming out in August, in autumn of 2024. Elias, did you ever play Sonic Generations when it first came out?
No, I haven't really played a lot of Sonic games, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Yeah, like I played a little bit of Sonic Heroes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
I like Sonic.
Okay. Well, I wish Tino were here because he and I are like our Sonic buddies. So
Yeah, Tino might pop in later.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Saberwing did announce today on Animation News, Brazil getting mad at that Woody Woodpecker tweet got a new movie fulfilled. Really? Oh my God, I didn't know. Okay, a new Woody Woodpecker movie is coming out. Had no idea. Holy cow. That is.
Oh yeah, Tino's gonna be here in a moment. He just replied to my message.
Oh, okay. Well then we'll wait for him.
He's just making dinner.
Yeah, I did enjoy Sonic Heroes. Actually, I am one of those hero sympathizers. I love the fact that they brought back.
Dude, the music though.
Oh my God, bangers! Heroes.
My favorite thing about the Sonic butt rock is that one of the main bands that did it, the guys that did the music for Adventure, I believe, and Adventure 2.
Yeah, Jun Senoue.
When they make the music, they just sing gibberish and then they add lyrics later.
I mean, sometimes.
Because have you seen the video of the one concert where they're doing one of the Sonic songs and then it just degrades into just nothing?
Yeah, I actually have seen that. Absolutely.
I love that 100%. Video. It's so funny.
Saberwing says butt rock XD. Thank you, Elias. So
that's what it is.
100%. I mean, I call it butt. That's very much a 2000s thing, like butt rock, because it got your butt moving, At least that's what I choose to believe it means. Don't correct me. I'm sure.
Don't correct me.
Cartoonosaurus Rex asks, I wonder if they'll add new levels to Generations given we've had 10 years of game sense. Apparently, all of the Shadow the Hedgehog stuff is going to be completely brand new. So they will be featuring stuff from Adventure 2, like the Final Chase. A lot of they're going to be featuring Westopolis from Shadow the Hedgehog. They also are going to be featuring new bosses, including the Bio Lizard from Sonic Adventure 2. Obviously, Black Doom is going to be in the game. It really looks very exciting. And I adore Sonic Generations. I got it when it first came out. Oh, so many years ago.
Old.
Shut up. I was in college when the first Sonic Generations came out. And let me tell you, we were all incredibly ecstatic. As a matter of fact, I was in this very office in another room, like the room right across from me, when I first learned that Sonic Generations was coming out. So this is kind of fun for me to kind of reminisce and be like, oh my God, that's right. This is where I learned about it. So, but yeah. So Sonic, let us know in the comments below what levels or what games are you hoping will be. I mean, that's a very good thought, though, Cartoonosaurus Rex. If they do include new games and new levels from the past 10 years, or I guess 13 years of Sonic at this point, which holy crow, that's insane that it's been 13 years since that game came out. Oh, I'm old. But anyway, we will ask Tino's opinion on it when he teams up or comes back. But in the meantime, let's move on to the last piece of industry news that we have today. And that is that Megamind is coming back for some odd reason. He's coming back on a brand new film on Peacock, Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate, which will then be followed immediately with a brand new series, also exclusively on Peacock, called Megamind Rules. I have no idea who asked for this. I don't know who said, oh, you know what, who's a great character to bring back? Let's bring back Megamind. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I think what happened is that people saw, like, millennials like me, like, yo, Megamind was so fucking good, man. I miss Megamind. I wish there was something as good as Megamind. And they're just like, what if we made a new show for children about Megamind? Well, that is way less good.
Was it though? Was it a good
And
movie?
I'll specify. I don't dislike the concept for the movie. Like, it's a perfectly fine concept for Megamind. It makes perfect sense. It's just the execution looks extremely rough. Like, if anyone in the chat knows about the latest How to Train Your Dragon show that looks like absolute doo-doo garbage, it kind of reminds me of that.
Doo-doo butter.
Doo-doo butter, for real.
So, and we're getting some comments on it here. Somebody's asking what Peacock is. That would be NBC Universal's, essentially Comcast's streaming service. So, Sabermind. I'll take that over more Minions. You know what? I mean,
fair.
They did announce that Despicable Me 4 is also coming out.
Oh, yeah. They did do that.
And apparently, I don't think Stephen Carell is reprising his role of Gru in this particular film. Which, the fourth one, I'm noticing a trend. After 3 movies, they're done, and then they don't come back.
It's almost like all of the movies get progressively worse, and the actors are like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Right. So, can the writing save the Megamind series, asks Cat Fox. I don't know.
Maybe? I don't know, because the only thing that we see any actual, like, footage of is the movie. Like,
right.
That's the only thing we see.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's up with the show. I suppose that's something that we'll have to keep an eye on.
We'll keep y'all posted if you are absolutely 100% interested. If you are that invested in the Megamind movie, we'll
if you keep asking us about it, we'll keep talking about it.
So please don't ask us about it. We don't care. But let's talk about some really important stuff that we do care about. In indie animation news this week, we got a brand new Lackadaisy short. It was incredibly short, like not even, oh my god, it wasn't even a minute long, but it was a very, very well done short. Mordecai and the bartender are playing chess. I forget the bartender's name. Please don't crucify me in the comments. But they're playing just a really fun little game of chess, and it's very well animated. It's up to the quality of the pilot, and I think it looks beautiful. Right, this is the second short that they put out this year. The first one was a couple of months ago with young Rocky. And, oh my gosh, what's the orange one's name? I call myself a fan, but I don't even remember the name of the character.
That one's...
Freckle, I think, or...
Yeah, Freckle, I believe.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the animation was spectacular. It was a very cute little story. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to check it out yet, Elias, but...
I think I saw it in my feed, and then I haven't watched it yet, but it looks amazing. Like, it's Lackadaisy, you know?
Right.
You're always gonna get something really good with Lackadaisy. It's just a given.
Right. Simulator Fantastic 90. We'll get to that. That's later. So, hold up a little bit. We're still in the news. So, so yeah, go check out the short. And then I did want to bring up some news about Monkey Wrench. There was Zurel, Josh Palmer, released a statement today on his Twitter in the form of a Google Doc, and I wanted to kind of, it's sort of a state of it's like the future of Monkey Wrench as a fully animated series, and I think it's incredibly important to kind of talk about this a little bit here. So I'm just going to read it real quick. It's not even it's a little over 2 pages long. But let me just kind of go ahead and talk about it here. So it says here, it's been exactly 1 month since episode 3 of Monkey was released to the public, and as ever want to be basically wants to be transparent with indie production, it's time we sat down and had a very important discussion about the future of the series. So as we said above, 1 month has passed with the public release of episode 3, and everything hinges on how well it does. Below are the metrics for it on YouTube, and there's a little picture here. The video's gotten 463,813 views since it was published, and it's earned about estimated revenue $1,386.23, right? Our hope was to have episode 3 hit 500K views in 2 weeks. After 31 days, we're still under 470K views. Ad revenue, as you can see, is pitiful and engagement has evaporated. Maybe we set our hopes a little too high. It's not all doom and gloom, though. This is the first episode to get this many views in this amount of time. Our Patreon support has grown by a quarter after the episode came out, and our Scratch and Scritch plushies did okay. See images below. So apparently they were able to membership. They're at $5,000, and I guess they made $16,000 on the plushies, which is super cool. So as of now, we have enough money for voices, sound, and music for episode 4. Voice recording begins in 2 weeks, and I hope to start the animatic for the episode sometime after. As for the animation portion of production, things aren't looking too great. As you should know, animation, especially frame-by-frame stuff like we do, as we do here on Chucky Chicken, is obscenely time-intensive and expensive. For episode 3, we had a rough animation rate of $20.83 per 1 second of animation, and the same for cleanup with very minimal edits and redos. So essentially, they're paying $42 a second of completed animated film, right? Seeing the recent on the animation portion, that's not including voices, music, sound, editing, etc., right? Compositing, all that stuff. Seeing the recent animation pay Discord has honestly shaken us up pretty bad. We had no idea how pitiful our pay had been compared to other indies, and we in no way want to exploit anyone for their work on the series. We, with both Ash and I putting everything we have saved in episodes 1, 2, and 3 and seeing how below average they've all performed, and with how little we can afford to pay our animators on top of burning myself out horrifically doing 3 episodes in a row, we've sadly had come to the conclusion that full animation for this series is no longer financially possible at our current support level. This does not mean that we're stopping production, however. There are 2 possible routes we can take, and this is interesting. Route 1 is the animatic hybrid. Over the past week and a half, I managed to solo out 5 minutes of 15 seconds of keyframe animation for our recently released outtakes video. At our current support level, I can do the keyframe route for most of the mundane stuff in an episode and then go into full animation for the quote-unquote good bits. That way we can pay our animators an actual decent wage. Over time, if our support grows, we can return to full animation. Route 2 is Kickstart Episode 4 for $100,000. We have thought about doing a Kickstarter type thing to get the $100,000 we'd need for the animation portion of the episode. We want to pay our animators properly for their time and skill, and this would be the best route to go if we want to have Episode 4 fully animated. However, with our current viewership and engagement with episodes 1, 2, and 3, I'm not even sure we could hit a goal of $100,000 in the 30 days we need. Is it a risk worth taking? What would we do for rewards? Physical rewards would take money away from animation production and things like that. like animated rewards would take time away from myself working on the episode. This is true. Speaking from experience. So that's pretty much where my mind's been at for the past few days. I'd love to hear your input and thoughts on how we should proceed. So yeah, pretty heavy stuff from quite possibly one of the biggest, in my opinion, one of the most successful animation series, like indie animated series that we've come across in a really long time, and it gets you thinking about just what it really takes to put on a show these days. Elias, I'm curious to hear your thoughts first.
Why? I mean, I think that what they're proposing is probably the best thing that they can do. And I mean, it would be nice to have episode 4 like fully animated, of course, but I think that trying out the animatic hybrid style for them is probably the best call that they can do if they want to keep the show running in a timely manner. Because I think prioritizing that will make it so that there aren't huge droughts between content, which can make or break an indie series.
Right.
Especially ones that like have a higher audience, like a bigger audience. Like it's not the same as, say, Hell the Boss, that's on an actual network where people are like, okay, well, it's going to take a while for season 2 to come out.
Right.
But then it all comes out within like what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, like, and it's shorter episode.
Yeah, and
seasons as well.
those things, yeah, they're shorter episodes and seasons, and like the studios, like the people who bought the IP, they're the ones who are paying for it because like they bought it, so they're the ones funding it, rather, not paying for it as in like a negative connotation. So
my
like a crowd-funded thing, like Monkey Wrench, I think being able to put out episodes regardless of if they're full animation or not are probably a good way to keep it going and build more of that audience.
I'd like to hear your thoughts on he brings up the rate that they do, right? $20.83 per 1 second of animation, and then basically doing the same for cleanup, right, with minimal edits and redos. $20, essentially, however long it takes you to do a second of film, you're getting $20, right?
Yeah.
As everyone on this show knows, like we volunteer our resources and volunteer our time on this show, right? Nobody gets paid, and any sort of funds that we do get are saved up until, and it's gone into things, that like merchandise or like bettering software or bettering, getting a website or trying, branching out our marketing and our social media presence in order to, get the show out there. But artistically, everyone else is like, we're doing this spare time, completely out of pocket, and grace of God, grace of their hearts. So to hear these rates and to go like it's $20 for 1 second of film, considering that like a scene or like a shot, for example, could be anywhere between 1 to 3 seconds, 4 seconds, right? That's like what 60, like anywhere between $80 to $100 a shot. And then if you consider like for our show, we have maybe about 300, if not more. That's $30,000 right there, just the animation side. And then essentially doubling that to get it inked and colored. That's not chump change. That's a lot of money. And I think what the pressure is, let me just, I'm going to step on my soapbox here just for a second. And you can hate me if you want for what I'm about to say. I really don't care at this point. You cannot judge an independent creator based off of a multi-billion-dollar corporation. You cannot expect someone like Josh Palmer or someone like Nico Calaleo or someone like Tracy Butler, who do Monkey Wrench, Ollie and Scoops, and Lackadaisy, respectively, to pay the the industry standard for animators today in Hollywood, right? You just can't. It's unethical. The whole concept of indie animation is making high quality work that is essentially not mainstream. It is something completely different that the industry is not doing, that that they're not going to do, and making it at a price that is, I mean, that's why it's called independent, right? And you, as a creator, you obviously make it your goal to make yourself, instead of independent, eventually getting to become a full-fledged studio and to become a bigger entity, right? But you can't do that when it's just you. So for people to like be like, oh, you should be paying your animators better, you should be paying them 500, 600, but no, I'm sorry. They may be good, and if they're working for Disney, that's cool. Like, if they're in the union and they have their representation and they have all that stuff, and that's what they're being, uh, expected to do, then, obviously, it drives me insane. It really does. And we deal with this crap all the time, too, right? We get asked, why aren't we paying our animators a little bit, anything. And I don't know. I just, it really, it grinds my gears to see. And honestly, what I hear, it's like, this looks like something that should be on television, so you should be paying, the television rates. We don't have television money. We're just good.
Yeah.
Like, we've worked our butts off for years and years and years,
Yeah.
to get to this level. And, it's by the grace of the people who are helping us to make this dream a reality, right? So, and granted, like, I applaud Josh for this. I applaud him for not wanting to take advantage of artists. And obviously that's never the intention. We know that this is a very, it's a contemptible.
Contentious?
Hollywood hates animation. It's contemptible.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, they hate it. They've always hated it. It's the most expensive. It's the most risky. You're never guaranteed a return on any film. Plus, with the excruciating costs of animation in general, why would anybody want to do it? Right? So when you have these artists who come up and go, I got an idea for a show, I'm just going to do it, like Josh has done, like I have done. Thank you, Saberwing. I will use my words. And then just to have people go, you need to pay your artists more. You need to pay them more. Right?
It's all back to, like, the budget.
Right.
Because it's like, you should be paying people as much as you can within the budget that you have, based on where you need to allocate things.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is that indie animation, like, aside from Lackadaisy, they do not have a, like, what's the, they don't have an industry budget.
Right.
They're lucky if they have a third of the budget an industry, like, based show will have for a single episode.
Right.
And
by the
of
way,
course,
yeah.
The goal is always to be able to pay people, like, ideally,
Yeah.
in a perfect world, everyone would get the industry rates. But unfortunately, we do not live in a perfect world,
Right.
and it is just unfeasible for most indie projects to do so
Right.
based on the fact that animation is expensive, especially hand drawn frame by frame animation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's I understand the sentiment and I empathize and sympathize with the desire to meet the threshold of industry payments,
Mm-hmm.
but it's it's just not possible for most projects.
It's really
It's
not.
out of reach.
It really is.
Like,
So,
unless they blow up and suddenly start making millions of
right.
dollars,
Like,
it's just not gonna happen.
right. Like Vivian Madrano, no excuse. She
Yeah.
should be paying people industry standard. She has a show on Amazon Prime. She's probably the exception to this entire rule, right? She
Yeah.
made it big. She did everything that she was supposed to do. She took the chances. She took the risks. She had the biggest pilot, only being beaten out recently by the amazing Digital Circus, right? And that was a
Mhm.
completely, that was a 3D animated project. So, I mean, there are just, it's unfeasible for people to, and even they were developed through Glitch Productions, right? But we don't have the luxury of a production house giving us money and saying go do this, right? Simulator Fantastic 90 says, I don't know if I mentioned this here, but you guys can also post your pilot on Newgrounds too, so that way more people can see and find it who are outside of YouTube. Fans need remember they can contribute to indie animation through donating, buying merch, blah blah blah, if they can afford it, and spreading the word. That can make all the difference to the artist. Thank you, Farnagan. Absolutely. And Simulator, you are 100% right. As a matter of fact, we are on Newgrounds. I don't.
Yeah, we do need to post more.
Yeah,
I think
we
we
do.
just kind of forget that we're on there
Right.
sometimes.
Yeah, we are on Newgrounds. So, and as a matter of fact, Monkey Wrench also, they've been really good about promoting their show on Newgrounds first before they go onto YouTube, right? And maybe that's what we should do too, right? So that's the news for today. Let us know in your comments down below. What do you think of this whole situation? The reason why I do this news section at the beginning of every show is because I think it's so important, and I focus more on the indie animation stuff than I do the industry stuff, right? I think it is more important to promote indie animation, and if I hear news, I'm going to talk about the news. I'm going to talk about these people who are working their asses off like we are to make their dreams come true. And it literally breaks my heart when I hear really sad news like this, that they're going to have to, go do like fancy animatics instead of a fully fledged animated show. So go support them. Go, show your love to Monkey Wrench. Show your love to Josh and to Ash, and do what you need to do to get them to 500,000 views. Go make it happen. And, tell them that we say hello. We love them over here. As a matter, I'm going to reach out to Josh, see if we can get him on our show, just like as a guest on our podcast. I think we need to do that. That would be a lot of fun. I don't know if he'd do it, but
Yeah, I mean, no harm in asking.
yeah.
Worst they can say is no.
Exactly.
And if they do, then that's fine.
Exactly. But Farnagan brought up an interesting point about donating and buying merch. Before I go to the ad here, and then we're going to take a quick break. Saberwing, you madman, thank you for being the very first to donate to our coffee. A $50 donation on coffee by Saberwing. Thank you so much. I guess now is a good time as ever to go ahead and talk about this.
Yes.
We are making the switch from Patreon focused to coffee focused support, right? We are not completely giving up on Patreon. So if you're already donating and you're worried, oh my God, I got to cancel my pledge.
We're not necessarily going to give up Patreon.
Right.
However, if every single person switches over to coffee, then we might just halt that.
Right.
Because we've learned that coffee generally is better margin wise.
Yeah.
And The reason being is that on Patreon, every single transaction, Patreon takes 8%.
Right.
As opposed to coffee, which will only take $4.50 flat. It doesn't matter how many people are on it, how much money you make, they're taking $4.50.
Right.
So, in the long term, we think that that's a better option for us at the moment. And we're going to be working on it. It's not totally finished.
Right. Yeah.
Still needs work.
It does.
But,
it needs a lot of work.
so don't worry about, if you're on Patreon, don't worry about switching over just yet, because we want to make sure that we have stuff in place for anyone who does want to switch over, that you can get some benefits. Speaking of benefits, in the works, this will be announced later, but there will, once we have everything ready, I believe it'll be like how many of the, anyway, to words.
Come on.
For those who do switch over from Patreon to coffee,
yes,
we will be sending you a Chucky chicken pin.
Yes,
as a thank you, and a little bonus for being some of the first people to help us out over on coffee. Those are not ready yet.
No,
I will preface that right now. The pins are not ready yet, so don't switch over.
Yeah, and don't expect
switch yet,
right?
Because we're not; those aren't ready.
Exactly.
We'll put out a little.
We'll put out a video letting you know.
Yeah, we'll put out a
the
video
switch.
talking about it.
And speaking of little videos, we're gonna take a very quick break, and we do. But before we do, I have this really fun thing for you to take a look at. So enjoy this. Salutations! This is Featherton Fella with cracking news. Chucky Chicken merchandise is finally here. Yes, that's correct. A delightful collection of wares featuring the lovable Rooster and his pals. We've got everything from shirts to socks, caps to cardigans, mugs, stickers, and very soon we'll have pins. As many folks know, the production team for the series works on a volunteer basis, so every penny raised through our merch sales goes to helping keep their operation afloat and brings more Chucky cartoons to you in a speedier fashion. So don't dilly-dally any further. Visit ChuckyChickenCartoons.com and click the store tab, or use the link on screen. Once again, thank you for your patronage, and we hope to fill you in again soon. How about that?
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
Anyway.
Yeah. So
after we're taking a break from our commercial break to give you another commercial break.
Yes. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Don't go away with our very special feature for today, reviewing Gags. So stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back.
I heard you like
commercials. Film department are you running down there, Fox?
Oh, come on. I just bought there.
We need a clean slate.
I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
I'm starting to think that maybe what it takes to be a famous director just isn't in me after all.
Hey, and Chucky.
I'm rambling a bit, aren't I? Here we go. Well, good night.
Wait, what are you doing? Don't touch that. No, stop it!
This is ridiculous. I ain't washed up yet. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get rid of Freddy.
Cheese and crackers. What are you putting in this water, kid?
Soap?
Soap and water. Like a clean soup. I love it.
Oh.
Keep up the great work, kid.
Ooh.
Attention, everyone. I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
We already know Chucky, Miss Chelsea.
We sure do. Fair Duncan best janitor this side of the reefer. Righteous.
Oh, right. Well, you may have known him as a janitor, but now...
Oh, Chuck! You ain't leaving, is you? You was me best mate! I thought I was your best mate.
No, he's the new co-director.
Oh, well, okay.
Now I'm just embarrassed.
I always thought he was some kind of rat.
Lovely.
Thanks for the fanfare.
Hi kids, Chucky Chicken here. Remember when you're trick-or-treating, be sure that you only go to neighborhoods and areas that you know really, really well. Near Emma.
You were right, Chucky. These Halloween traditions are so much fun. I'm so glad I get to experience them for the first time. Especially with you.
Aw. I'm all too happy to celebrate with you, Chelsea. Why don't we take a picture to commemorate the evening? Chelsea, it's getting awful late. Why don't we head for home?
Oh, Chucky, just one more house, please.
Oh, what the hey? One more won't be the death of me.
Oh, good, because there's the house right there.
The old Grayson Manor! Chelsea, isn't there any other place we could go?
It's the only house in town we haven't been to yet. You're not afraid, are you? Well, this is just perfect. The weatherman said nothing about it raining.
Yeah, he did. He said around midnight it was supposed to rain cats and dogs.
I don't see any cats or dogs.
It's an expression.
Whatever. Just rap on the door.
You rap on the door. Well, nobody's there. Time to head back.
Wait, Chucky, look.
Chelsea, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, come on, Chucky. I doubt we are in any real danger.
If you say so.
Good evening.
Very funny, Chucky.
What?
Don't play games with me, Chucky Chicken. I know it was you who said...
Good evening.
Who said that?
That was not you.
Welcome, fowlish mortals, to Grayson Manor. I am your host, your ghost host. Kindly step this way. We seldom have visitors, and there is much to see in this delightfully dilapidated place.
Thanks anyway, but we gotta get going home.
I'm afraid there's no turning back now.
Huh?
Do not be frightened prematurely. You shall not be harmed, but you also shall not leave without a proper tour of our home. Now, let us begin.
Wonderful! This is most exciting! Come on, Chucky!
Oh!
As you can see, the residents of this ghostly estate have been cooped up for centuries and have been dying for company.
Chucky, isn't this place exciting? Chucky!
Okay. I think we're safe here.
Chucky, these ghosts seem nice and fun. I think they enjoy haunting this.
Alrighty, well, here we are, folks. It is just me at the time being. Elias had to go take a quick phone call. But I just wanted to say hello, and let's take a look at some of the comments here while we're waiting. Let's see. It looks like Simulator Fantastic 90 says, "I'll see you in a bit." Oh no! That's sad. They wanted to see where we were going here. So, wow, a little silence. Oh, you're back. Never mind. Let's see. Am I exactly? I wish I could. We're grouped together. Otherwise, I would. But are you guys hearing me okay? By the way, or am I coming in loud and clear? I just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me okay. Running a solo show here for the time being. But anyway, while we're doing that, let me go ahead and okay, cool. Let me get let me do this real quick, only because I want to okay, so I'm very excited about this particular thing today because, as Elias will tell you when we get in, we've been in the process of, working on our pilot episode, right? So it's been we started the production of it in 2022, really early. Let me do it for you. Oh, creamy. Anyway, so, oh, you distracted me. Okay. So we've been working on the pilot for about 2 years now. So when you're working with something that kind of old, it's always good to refresh and look back on it. And last year was a really busy year for us doing the classic cartoon matinee, which, by the way, I have been getting a lot of people asking when we are rescheduling it. I hopefully will have an answer for you by our next stream of when the new day for the classic cartoon matinee will be. So get ready to hear me talk about that all over again too for the next couple of months.
Here.
He is back. Hello, welcome back, Elias. I was just telling him that I will be giving them news about the updated cartoon matinee here by next week.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't even tell him that. See, you guys are really getting the skinny, the scam, and the poop. Getting it all.
I like that it's called.
Well, anyway, yeah. Alrighty. Well, anyway, so I was telling them that we've been working on this particular this particular pilot for 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
And we recently, last year was a really big year because we were doing the trailer. We were also doing the matinee. We were doing all this other stuff, and we had a lot, going on, right? You are not supposed to be seen yet, so so basically going back and reading through everything all over again. We have decided that we want to go back and really kind of change things up a little bit, but add a couple more comedy bits, right? So I thought that it would be kind of fun to show you guys something here really quickly. So we're taking 2 sequences, right? Now in the show, Chucky, of course, is hired on as the janitor initially, but then he gets promoted rather quickly to becoming the new director of Tough Cluck Studios. And when we first get onto the scene, we have this really cool scene where Chucky, where we as the audience get introduced to the cast and crew of the show. right? Like Louie Loon, Johnny Jackrabbit, Anna Lamb, all those people. So, and there's a lot of opportunities for us to, like, it's in this big movie studio, and when we were going back and looking at what we had done, there wasn't a whole lot of movie jokes going on. You know what I mean? It was really kind of just, it was a little dull. It wasn't as exciting as a lot of people would expect it to be, and we weren't getting a whole lot of laughs, I noticed. So I asked Elias and our dear friend Tino and myself, we basically went ahead and no nepotism at all. Well, maybe, you know, the guy who, the person who hired Chucky as the director, you know, may have a crush on him. But you know.
Oh, hi, Brian. What's up? Brian's on, but he's muted.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Brian Finley is here.
How come don't have his little guy set up though?
Oh, I don't. Why don't I have his little guy set up?
Because it was on my stream.
Oh, for heaven's sake! Oh, well, if you want to hear the ominous voice of Brian Finley, you know, let us know, and maybe we can see if we can get him to say a few words. But anyway, Kimberly, Brian's not here.
Yeah, he's a ghost.
He is a ghost. You may just hear...
Tito's here.
Tito's here too. What the heck? Why are they not popping up? Okay.
Because you don't have them. You didn't add them. Like, you've had so much time to add them when we weren't streaming.
Did I louse it up?
What?
Mommy and Daddy are fighting again.
It's true.
Listen. It's okay. Hang on. Oh, that's why, because they're I could have moved you.
Yes, they're individual.
I could have pushed you aside.
You don't have to bring up my thing. I just wanted to pop in and say hi.
Oh, hello.
I'm probably being a disruption, so.
No, not at all. You're fine. I actually do have to bring in Tino, so it's a browser setting, and then I gotta go to. I gotta go to.
It's a browser source.
And then I gotta go to Fugi.
Yes.
Okay. Bear with me, folks.
The aspect ratio is 800 by 800.
Hello.
Tino.
Hello. Tino. All right.
Hello.
Let me.
Hello.
Okay, so you're working. That's good. All right. I feel like such a. All right, Tino. Okay. And then change the. I hope so. There he is. So. There he is. There's our monkey guy. There's our friend. Our little lemur buddy. How are you, pal?
Good.
Good. I'm so glad you're here because we were just about to start our little exercise that we were talking about before, and now I will scoot you over just ever so slightly.
Yeah, I just posted here in the mute chat a little bit of what I've done.
Woo!
Yes, I see it. It looks so good.
I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, Chucky's supposed to be there in the white space, but
oh my gosh!
Had some trouble with the.
What? Where?
They want to render, so
in the mute chat, Tino posted a work in progress.
Yes.
Oh. I've been fighting with the video editor I use.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now.
I'm still working on the Chucky part.
There's no dialogue or no.
Not exactly. It's more like
pantomiming.
Kind of like, you know, that Beatrice Big is probably not flirting with Chucky.
Oh, gotcha.
You know,
okay.
It flies over his head. And he responds.
Yes.
She's
cool.
like, oh my god.
Alrighty. Well, with that being said, I think we should let the audience know what the heck we're doing. So we came up with a whole bunch of gags, and we're going to present them to you, the audience, and you guys are going to have the opportunity to vote and let us know which gag is the best or which gags are the best and should go into the show, at least into the pilot. So with that being said, we're going to start off with Mr. Elias here. we're gonna go ahead and let him explain, and I'm gonna have to upload each one individually into.
No, just replace the images of the news.
All right, I'll do that.
It's
Jeez.
so much easier.
All right. I'll do that. So
Trying to help you.
I know. All right. So with
um,
that being said, here's the first gag. Where's the first? Oh, there's the first gag.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Well, thankfully, I put my written description on here so I can just read that.
Right.
Basically, this is just busy work that's going to be happening throughout different scenes. Perhaps they'll happen in the background or whatever. So, Koala, our dear animator Matthew, is and
Baron Bruin, who is our dear friend Malcolm B.
Malcolm.
Thomas. Yes.
Yeah. Matthew is looking over like some of the things that need to be done while Baron is walking with some plywood or like a 2x4 to go to the prop department, deliver that. And Baron hears his name being called, and as he turns, Koala is smacked in the face and falls to the ground unconscious. I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. I think it's pretty good. That's about the sum of the gag. I mean,
I love the
just classic, simple.
With the right timing, it could be so unexpected, even though you kind of expect it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. So just some of the comments. We have Toby Comey saying R.I.P. Co., which I think is hysterical. Matthew himself says, ow, my head.
I'm glad you approve, Matthew.
Yes. Saberwing says, I love a good face smacking. So I you know
classic cartoon shenanigans.
100%. We love them shenanigans. So Tino, what do you think of this particular gag? I'd love to know your thoughts.
Like it a lot.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. On to the next one. Let me see if I know how to do this here. So, if I go to properties and then I go to browse and then I go to gag number 2, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This particular gag I do have an intended place for, but I don't want to get into it because that's a little spoilery. I will say that it is during a song sequence, but basically it's kind of this domino effect where Abraham Hogsley is working on Margarita's costume and is trying to like get it fitted right, and he has his safety pins, and he accidentally pokes her and she screams, making him flinch and throw the safety pin to the ground, where Johnny Jackrabbit then steps on it. It causes him to freak out and toss his film reels everywhere. And that's kind of the sum of that gag.
Yeah.
It makes a bit more sense in the context that I have envisioned for it.
Yes.
But it's spoilery, so I can't exactly talk about it. So I'll just say that's the gag.
There'll be more for that one, which I actually do like that a lot. So Margarita will be making a bigger appearance in the pilot, which I'm actually really happy about because everyone loves Margarita, and I love Margarita. You know. All right, gag number 3 for Elias.
Gag number 3 is Anna is waiting for the oven to go off. She's making a souffle. She hears the ding and she goes to open the door, and the souffle screams in terror. She quickly shuts the door, and I think there would be a kind of like a background, like you see her in like a simplified style just fighting to keep the oven closed as this souffle monster is trying to escape.
Yeah. So
I did end up making him kind of look like Krang, which I didn't intend, but I'm not upset about it.
Krang,
nice. Yeah, Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I think is amazing. So real quick, We are going to go through all the gags before we start the voting, Adam. So don't worry about that. The Obsidian Archive says so wholesome. What else do we have here? The Coffee Cat Dad says the pin of misfortune. Hope he's okay. So Matthew says I thought I was holding animation paper. For the last gag. You said it's in the middle of a song, Saberwing asks. Do any of the screams synchronize with the song?
I mean, this one, I mean, we could possibly. That would be pretty funny. I do like that idea.
That actually would be really, really funny.
Yeah, for the bit that is like...
Where did you post? I saw you posted the last gag. Where did you post that one?
They're in story ideas.
Are they? Okay, give me...
Yeah.
Well, okay, so while I go grab that one, let me...
The direction of the last one, it makes no sense. I think I wanted him to be, like, swinging one way, but it really looks like he's swinging the opposite way that I wanted him to.
All right, we'll explain this one for the good people.
Oh, yes, this one. This one is, well, we finally have our Weasel henchmen fully designed. They're ready to implement. And they were kind of part of the reason that we wanted to look back on the gags and try and plus up some of the humor. And in this, we see one of the Weasels, Stanford Stoat. He swaps Louis' white paint with some super glue.
Yes.
And
this
is very bare bones because I had to finish this today while we were streaming, and the next one is also a little rough. But yeah, I feel like there could be a lot of fun. Like this could be extended where Louis is trying to really yank the brush out of the glue, and then it has so much force when he finally snaps it back that he flies across the room and gets like stuck to a wall or something.
Right. Saberwing says it's the Toad Patrol.
That did not even like come out on my end. I know what you said.
Oh, okay.
But it was very much garbled by Discord.
Did y'all hear me on the stream? I hope you did. But anyway, yeah, I like this gag. Tamrico. I'll have to play
at it again with those white vans.
A $50 donation. I'll have to play catch up with the stream later, XD, but I love seeing storyboards. These also make me think of Chucky having weekly comics like, say, Garfield with this format. Love that you guys are leaning in on slapstick.
Yes.
Yes.
That is something we were watching the pilot, and we were like, we need more jokes. Specifically, surrounding like movie making, because they're a movie studio.
Exactly. You took the words literally right out of my mouth. Thank you for that.
And we're definitely going to be using more than one of these gags. So
So maybe we'll show you the weasels a little later. So
we'll show you the weasels.
And maybe if you're lucky, we may play a little sound clip for you so you can hear what they sound like, which I'm very excited about. They're so good.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last one for Mr. Elias here, and then we'll get into mine, and then we'll switch over to Tino. So go ahead and explain this gag here, Elias.
So in my head, as I was thinking of this, I was thinking it would be like kind of it's a bit of a longer shot, and it's just this really nice sequence that you see Gorilla Gus. He's like on his way to go edit the film, and he's swinging from like wire to wire in the sound stage, and then he goes and you think he's gonna go into this next part of the room, but he slams into a wall that is actually just a painted set piece. Very Roadrunner-esque. Was kind of
oh my god!
I did not.
So
I did not draw.
It's a backdrop of the sound stage.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. Oh my lord. I love that so much. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie.
Just like, why do we have this? Well, I mean, we wanted to do like a like a commercial for the studio. Just film the studio. We wasted all this money painting this.
I like that.
That's so
Like, someone told me to like that. Thank you.
I like
but
the
yeah,
two
those
Bobo
are the
too.
gags that I came up with.
Oh, that's so funny. Why do we have this?
I get that Chucky is just saying that. Yeah. Those are the ideas I came up with.
I like the souffle one, but my brain is changing the ending of it. Where like the souffle screams, she screams, souffle screams because she's screaming.
Yeah.
She screams again.
I like that.
She screams again, and then she looks at the camera and goes, "It's perfect." You know, like
That is really good. I like that. It's like you think she's screaming in terror, but then she's actually delighted.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like, this looks exactly like the picture. It really doesn't.
No, the big thing now is nailed it.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, so we'd have to find the 30s equivalent of nailed it.
She holds up the box, right, and it has this beautiful image of what it should be like, and then looks at it, looks to the camera, and goes, "Nailed it."
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Saberwing with the win here. Matte painting, more like splat painting.
There you go.
Oh.
See, and this is why we like talking to other people while we're showing these off, because then we get even more ideas.
Exactly.
Because I was just imagining it being like, I don't know what kind of set piece. It just looks like it continues on to another room, but it's just the soundstage. They just painted the rest of the soundstage.
I think that's so funny. I don't know why.
Another piece for the Minecraft compilation.
It's like, why do we have this?
You're laughing so hard, Discord won't even pick you up. I know you're laughing. I know it.
Oh my god.
And I feel like I think chat can hear you laughing, because every time I go back, I'm just seeing crying, laughing emojis.
I am crying.
Hey, wife. Well,
oh my god. That sucks.
You want to move on to your gags there, Mike?
I don't think I can do mine right now.
I'm sorry, I'm just so funny. I'm just so funny.
Oh my god. Alright, I guess I'll do mine now.
My comedic genius has struck Michael once more, right in the funny bone.
I don't think mine are even gonna compare with yours now, but
well, listen. The thing is that the only reason mine got funnier is because we were adding on to it.
You know what? That is true.
Yeah, please, freezing.
Okay, I suppose I'll do mine now. So let me go ahead and shrink mine down, because.
Hey, nice gestures. I like that.
Thank you. I wanted to keep it nice and loose, so. All right.
Yeah.
So here's one of my first gags, the famous clapper gag where, character goes, and it's a take, and he slams it right in his finger. So that would be like the first one.
Yeah.
And then the second one features
features
Elias.
It features me and also a character that no one knows about. So this is more of an inside joke, but I like it.
So there's this lion character that Elias designed, the sad little lion.
Oh, 1 minute. I'm getting another call.
I designed him.
Oh, you did. You're right. Sorry. It was based off a conversation that I had with Elias, though. You know what? While he's taking his call, I'm going to go ahead and just show off the lion. Y'all want to see the lion?
Wait, for the part where he closes the clapper down on his finger or clacker.
Mm-hmm.
Might be kind of funny if he closed it, held it, kept staring at the camera. His eyes starts twitching, and his finger just slides down the clacker.
Oh, like it slides
cut
off?
his finger off.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Johnny loses one of his fingers in the pilot episode.
Oh no!
And then a voice off screen's like, Johnny did it again,
Johnny
or something like that.
Oh my god!
Who sharpened the clackers?
Yeah, right. Oh my god, I can't find the lion right now. I don't know what happened to him. Okay.
I think he might be. Let me look for him.
All right.
I'll tell you where he is.
Okay. But yeah, so, and then the second one would be Elias with the clacker, and he says take one, but he's not paying attention, and there's this lion's tail hanging in the clacker. Same thing, of course, he claps right on the tail, and the lion just screeches off screen. Like I said, doesn't even compare to Gorilla Gus slamming into the freaking, you just kind of won me over that one. But, Saberwing, the MGM lion, you know what? Maybe.
We could call him Montgomery
lion. It's like, oh.
MGM.
Oh my gosh. Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to go, to the other studio for a second. Anyway, and he sounds like Bert Lahr from but where is our is he in
I'm looking for him.
Okay, I'm also looking for him too. But yeah, no, so that's, we will show you the lion a little later. Let me
we'll show you this first. I gotta find the lion.
Yeah, let me get back to, let me show you my second gag.
Oh, okay, 1 second.
You found him?
I did.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put him in a different, I'm gonna put him in the Chuck's villains.
Okay, that works. So, there's our boy. All right.
Yeah, he was in the mute chat, like, way back.
This is why we don't put stuff in the mute chat like this. We've talked about this. It's okay.
What a pitiful sad lion.
Yeah.
Well.
He and I are destined to be.
You know what?
He's so drippy.
He's so drippy.
He do be having that drip, though. Let's be real. Hang on, chat. We'll show you the lion now that we found him. Now be nice.
Nice job. Who did that one?
This would be Tino.
Tino did the art and I colored.
Yeah, so here's
beautiful.
Here's our little lion guy that gets his
nice
tail
job,
smashed.
Tino.
Thank you.
Yeah. And he sounds like this. Why would you do that? So, but yeah, there's our little lion guy. So here's my second gag number 2. So I got 2 gags here. So I have both of them with Abraham Hogsley. Saber says, "Oh my God, give that boy some steak and potatoes." So I thought it would be kind of funny to show off Abraham's design skills on Janice, and he just makes like this horrible dress,
the
ugliest thing ever. And then to kind of play off the fact that he's just a horrible seamstress, he literally leaves the iron on so long that it burns through not just the shirt but the board itself. Which I thought was kind of funny. I thought that was.
I like that one.
I did too. It's like that one, and that's it. No other joke.
I like the idea of seeing his horrible design skills.
Yeah.
But I think because like the second one, I think works better with the song.
Yeah. Hugs for the lion. Get well soon.
He won't. Sorry.
The coffee cat dad. It's the cowardly lion from Wizard of Oz, but with clothes now. I love him. I mean, maybe. Simulator, fantastic. Is this a gag request or am I still fair ahead? I'm sorry. we may do like
Maybe we might
yeah.
do that like next stream. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll like take audience suggestions for gags, and
Yeah.
then we'll kind of sketch them out or something.
Yeah, exactly. So here's gag number 4 for me, and this one is with Davy Dog, who is our sound dog, and I'll go ahead and show you a picture of him so you guys can see what he looks like.
Yeah, Mr. Dog.
Mr. Davy Dog. Who talks
and that's
like
D-A-W-G.
D-A-W-G, that's how my mom spelled it. I wasn't gonna correct her. Well, hell, she's gonna give me a big old whooping if I did, you know. I don't talk back to my mama. Good enough. So here's Davy, the sound dog. And the gag that I have here is because he's a sound dog, he'd be asking for a level, right? So he's like, I need a level. And as he is trying to get the level, the microphone literally plops on his head, exploding the headset because the boom mic literally goes boom on him. And then the final panel would be him just burnt to a crisp going, thank you. Yeah. Again, these aren't as good as the other ones, but you know that's okay. I'm fine now. So you know it's.
I'm fine now. What does that mean? What does that mean?
It means I'm over being the best. You know.
Okay. Okay. I just like that. I'm fine now.
Did you ever see that 70s anime Jack and the Beanstalk thing?
Oh yeah.
Maybe? It kind of sounds familiar.
The Nostalgia Critic reviewed it like years ago, and there's this funny scene with the princess where she's like, you know, I don't, it's like, all I remember is that my parents were murdered by this horrible witch, but I'm fine now.
What if this one he could be like now couldn't I need more boom, and like the boom mic lowers in very slowly, but it's a stick of dynamite sizzling, right?
I kind of I like that idea. That's funny, but the idea was like the microphone was the part that did him in, right? So it's like a double whammy with like not only him getting clonked on the head, but then his ears getting destroyed because the feedback was so strong. But I do like the idea of the dynamite.
Yeah.
But I do like. I need more boom. Can someone please give me a bigger boom? Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then I'm gonna hide Davy here. And then my final gags are.
I like that character.
I love Davy Dog.
The one you just did, yeah.
Yeah, Davy is a highlight. All right, so I got 2 more gags here, both of them with Chucky. One of them is him with, you know, the classic megaphone. It's like, all right, guys, it's magic time to the set! And he literally yells in like somebody's face or somebody's ear, and I just chose Louis as the victim here. And then this one was when I really was starting to get going. He points to the set and he goes, I need a light on that spot there. And then a light literally crashes down on the exact spot. And he looks up and he goes, thank you.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
So those are my gags. So.
What's the dialogue again? What's it saying?
Oh, so the first panel here is, I need a light on that spot there. And then it literally crashes on that spot. And he goes, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there we go. Those are my gags. Yay! Applause. I don't hear you applauding, but that's okay.
Okay, wait. I got you. Don't worry.
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
That wasn't applause. That was laughter. But I'll take it.
That was the first one I found.
What's the top gag there with Chucky?
Thank you. What was that?
The top gag.
Oh, he's just literally okay. That's enough applause. Thank you. He's literally just screaming into the megaphone, not realizing that he's yelling in somebody's face.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like, and action.
Exactly. And action! And like Louis' jowls would be like, so
Louis' jowls?
I don't know. I'm sure everyone's got jowls, so
I suppose.
yeah. But anyway, and now we have one from Tino, but he did his in the form of an automatic. So I'm excited. So I want Tino to explain this one here.
I'm still like trying to
get the
Yeah,
other stuff.
Let's give Tino a little time to.
Okay, so you know what then? All right. All right. I don't want to pull up all the other ones again, but let's see.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so far, gang. Let's see which ones are you liking the most. Might want a group.
You gonna hide that?
Oh yes, I should probably have that. There we go.
You're keeping me from my audience.
So I got a sound for you there. Hold on. Right here. So anyway, chat, let's hear your thoughts. That light dropping on Spot Gag is funny and brightens my night. Thank you, Julian Ball. You know what? You earned this. Hold on, I gotta get it for you. Brightens your night.
The light gag is very Tiny Toons.
Very Tiny Toons.
In a good way.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
The Gorilla Gus one cracks me up, says Matthew. So, all right. Saberwing, Tino taking it up to 11.
True.
Saberwing, invite me to the stream and I'll applaud. You know what, man? We just may have you on the stream. I think you're very funny.
One of these days.
One of these days, we'll get you on here. What else? So yeah. Okay, so it's currently a tie between the Monster Souffle and Abe's bad costume for Adam. Which, okay, all right, they liked my bet. Oh, your costume. Never mind. Okay. Damn it. All right, never mind. Well, yeah, let us know which ones you like so far. This was I really enjoyed this exercise. I thought this was a lot of fun. While we're waiting for Tino, let me show you guys the weasels. You guys want to see the weasels real quick?
Yeah.
All right, let me show you the weasels. I adore these guys, and maybe if they're good, we can.
Ariel.
Sorry, I had.
Stop.
Sorry, I had to. All right. All right, so for the introduction to the world, although two of them were already showcased earlier, and the third one is...
Now the trio is complete.
The trio is complete. Here now are Wessel Weasel, Stanford Stoat, and Mikey Mink.
Mikey Mink.
We love these guys. Voiced by our very good friends, the creators of the indie animated show Petey and Pyle. So go check out that show. We love Petey and Pyle over here. They're very, very funny. They do amazing work. And this is no exception. Like, they did a heck of a job with these characters. Brought them to the next level, quite honestly. Like, they did so good with these guys. Which one is your favorite? I personally love Wessel on the left here. He's my favorite.
It's hard for me to say because I like them all. It's definitely a tie for me between Stanford and Wessel.
Okay. Saberwing says, I like the tunny guy, Mikey. He looks like such a scrapper. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Kimberly. Johnny Jackrabbit made me laugh because his hand got hurt. Oh, that's wonderful. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased with what we have going on here with these guys. So, yeah, we'll share more in a little bit here, but yeah. So, You know what? I'll tell you what, gang. While we're waiting for Tino to get done with his with his gags, we're gonna take I hate to do this to you, but we're gonna take a real short break here, just so I can get a little bit of a cup of coffee and keep me awake for a minute here. But stay tuned. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
What kind of film department are you running down there, Fox?
Oh, come on, I just bought there.
We need a clean slate.
I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
I'm starting to think that maybe what it takes to be a famous director just isn't in me after all.
Hey,
And,
Chucky.
I'm rambling a bit, aren't I?
Here we go.
Well, good night. Wait, what are you doing? Don't touch that. No, stop it!
This is ridiculous. I ain't washed up yet. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get rid of Freddy.
Cheese and crackers. What are you putting in this water, kid?
Soap?
Soap and water. Like a clean soup. I love it.
Oh.
Keep up the great work, kid.
Attention, everyone. I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
We already know Chucky, Miss Chelsea.
We sure do. Fair Duncan best janitor this side of the reefer. Righteous.
Oh, right. Well, you may have known him as a janitor, but now...
Oh, Chuck, you ain't leaving, is you? You was me best mate.
I thought I was your best mate.
No, he's the new co-director.
Oh, well, okay.
Now I'm just embarrassed.
I always thought he was some kind of rat.
Lovely.
Thanks for the fanfare.
Hi kids, Chucky Chicken here. Remember when you're trick-or-treating, be sure that you only go to neighborhoods and areas that you know really, really well. Near Emma.
You were right, Chucky. These Halloween traditions are so much fun. I'm so glad I get to experience them for the first time. Especially with you.
Aw. I'm all too happy to celebrate with you, Chelsea. Why don't we take a picture to commemorate the evening? Chelsea, it's getting awful late. Why don't we head for home?
Oh, Chucky, just one more house, please.
Oh, what the hey? One more won't be the death of me.
Oh, good, because there's the house right there.
The old Grayson Manor! Chelsea, isn't there any other place we could go?
It's the only house in town we haven't been to yet. You're not afraid, are you? Well, this is just perfect. The weatherman said nothing about it raining.
Yeah, he did. He said around midnight it was supposed to rain cats and dogs.
I don't see any cats or dogs.
It's an expression.
Whatever. Just rap on the door.
You rap on the door. Well, nobody's there. Time to head back.
Wait, Chucky, look.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, come on, Chucky. I doubt we are in any real danger.
If you say so.
Good evening.
Very funny, Chucky.
What?
Don't play games with me, Chucky Chicken. I know it was you who said...
Good evening.
Who said that?
That was not you.
Welcome, foulish mortals, to Grayson Manor. I am your host, your ghost host. Kindly step this way. We seldom have visitors, and there is much to see in this delightfully dilapidated place.
Thanks anyway, but we gotta get going home.
I'm afraid there's no turning back now.
Huh?
Do not be frightened prematurely. You shall not be harmed, but you also shall not leave without a proper tour of our home. Now, let us begin.
Wonderful! This is most exciting! Come on, Chucky!
As you can see, the residents of this ghostly estate have been cooped up for centuries and have been dying for company.
Chucky, isn't this place exciting?
No!
Chucky!
Okay. I think we're safe here.
Chucky, these ghosts seem nice and fun. I think they enjoy haunting this place.
Oh, yes. You can say we grim green ghosts love to come out and socialize.
Yay! Ah! We're on our way out now!
Ah! Ugh.
Whoops. What do you want? Hey, what do you know? Candy!
See? I told you this place isn't so scary.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Chelsea.
And thank you, Mr. Scary Ghost Man.
Not at all, my friend. Would you like a treat, my dear?
Wow!
Now I'm gonna tell you something now. They should have quit while they were ahead.
Caroling among the leaves so green. Here we come a-caroling, so happy to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and a Merry Christmas too. May God bless you and send you a happy
holly and the mistletoe, and all the presents making wedding.
And a happy new year.
Windows.
Rock, paper, scissors?
You're on.
1, 2, 3, shoot!
What the heck was that?
I played rock.
Yeah, we were muted. Okay, cool.
There you
Well, all right. Then they didn't hear any of that stuff. So very good.
Well, that's great. I'm glad they
Yeah.
didn't get to hear my funny joke.
It's okay. I am too. Well, as you can see, we now have Brian in the house. He's here with us.
In the flesh, no longer a spirit.
No longer a ghost. The illusion is ruined. Anyway, if you guys haven't done so already, please make sure to go check out Brian's channel, Drawn to It Studios. He does live streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 Eastern, 7 Eastern.
6 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time.
Yes.
With the exception of tomorrow night's stream and Monday's stream, because we're having internet issues that won't be fixed until Wednesday.
Right.
So
yeah, but in the meantime, go say hello on his stream. He's actually working right now on the process of creating your own animated series from beginning to end, from dream to screen. I like to call it, which is very cool.
Yeah.
He did
It's a lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of work.
He actually did character designs last time, and they looked very, very cute. So I was really impressed. So, but you always do work.
Aww.
Yeah. It was funny because we were talking during the break. Brian here, for all of you old school Chucky Chicken fans, when we did the cartoon Carolers of Clucking, Brian was the guy who actually boarded the entire thing. Cat Fox, it's called Drawn to It Studios. Or what's the name of the... excuse me. What's the
Our
name?
YouTube channel, if you go on YouTube and just search for Drawn to It Studios, you'll see it pop up. And the live stream show is called Another Sketch.
Right. Dylan Royer says, "Hi, Brian. Can I go to your channel now?"
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wait. You have all of our permission to go follow Brian. Let's get Brian
watch
to 5K
watch Mike
subs.
and the team first, and then go check that out.
Yeah, what are you doing? Why are you leaving us,
Yeah.
Dylan?
Fair.
Yeah, they're be way funnier than I am.
No gags for you.
No gags for you.
No gags for you. Speaking of gags, Tino, art thou ready? You're ready. All right. Did you?
Why?
Did you?
Oh, wait, wanted.
Oh, he's not ready yet. Okay. All right. All right. Well,
in that case,
Hey.
Thanks. Now we're demonetized. Thank you. Thanks.
We've done that in other streams, and we're fine. I know we're fine. You would have complained about it to me by now if it was a problem.
Yeah, you're right. But anyway, no, this is fun. Saberwing, how about them Dodgers? Are they bums or what?
Hey, somebody ask Tino a question.
Yeah, why y'all leaving Tino out? Rude. How dare you? Watch, Tino. You're going to be bombarded with questions now. I'm sorry. Sorry we did this to you.
Yeah. Let's start a debate. What's the best jelly?
Because my computer is old. Whenever I try to do something, she freezes.
I thought you got a new computer for Christmas.
And
No.
so it must die.
Oh my gosh. I thought you didn't get it. I thought you... Gosh bless it, Tino. All right. We're going to figure this out. Well, don't you worry.
Yeah, but computers are like, you get a new computer and then a couple months later it's already outdated. You know, like they're changing it so fast now. So fast.
Gotta love progress.
That's true. But I mean, I would say that's like less of a problem with more modern computers, because I got my current PC tower in like 2018 and it's still running really well.
Yeah, I got mine in 2019, so it's still doing really good.
Hey, sorry I just want to kind of take us off course a bit, if it's okay, but I read an article today that there was a text message stream or whatever leaked among some executives talking amongst themselves about how they plan to get rid of storyboard artists and replace them with AI.
No.
Anybody see that?
Real? I didn't hear about that. That's insane.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was like they had the actual, like they had snippets from the text messaging back and forth and stuff.
Breaking news, everyone.
Yeah, back to the news.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, that's
Really?
crazy. I haven't heard of that. This is news to me.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was going on
It came
either.
up in my Facebook feed, and I looked. I couldn't see where it was like one of those, you know, like The Onion or something like that.
Yeah.
It seemed legit. So, I don't know.
If it were The Onion, then, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But if it was like...
People fall for The Onion, though. They really... And sometimes people will use The Onion as evidence, and it's really funny.
You know, it's kind of like the same thing with Mousetrap online, where they did this whole thing where they said that Disney was retiring Mickey Mouse when he went into the public domain, or
Yeah.
that Mickey and Minnie were splitting up, and I'm just like people send me that crap all the time. Like, did you hear about Mickey Mouse? What about Mickey Mouse? I'm working with Chucky Chicken. Mickey fired me. Why do I care about Mickey?
Yeah.
Fired me.
You're not gonna work for me ever again, Michael.
Oh.
Why are you sad about it? Would you really want to work at Disney right now?
Not right now, but it was my childhood dream to be a hand-drawn animator for the Walt Disney Studios. Working with
to be
Walt
a millennial.
himself.
A millennial animator. You know, they always do say, never meet your heroes. It used to be better, but right now, it's not looking so great.
Okay, I got a debate for you. Then, but before we get into that, Cartoon Commotion says the AI art thing in Hollywood and entertainment in general is getting out of control. There's got to be more restrictions on that. Storyboarding is like camera movement, perspective, so essential. 100%. And honestly, like, these guys are going to, they are going to reap that mouse aged like milk. I couldn't agree more. That's why I like the old mouse, the one with piloting the boat, pinching the nipples on the pig.
Oh yeah, he does do that.
Wait, what are we talking about?
You don't remember that from Steamboat Willie, where he pinches the pig's nipples?
No, I don't. But guess what? I'm gonna look up.
It's real.
He really does do it, though. Like, it's during the turkey and the straw scene, and he's pulling the little piggy's tail, and then he lifts up Mama Pig, and he shakes up all the little pigs and starts playing it like an accordion. It's funny. Oh my God! All of the people who reacted to that cartoon when it became public domain, and now everyone's like, "This cartoon is so un-PC and so bad." Ew.
Yeah, it came out in like the 20s, 30s, like
28. So, so unreal. If you were one of those people who got offended by Steamboat Willie, just leave. Please don't leave. No, actually, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't leave. We just don't agree.
Yeah, we can.
Don't agree.
We can agree to disagree. Brian, you stay here.
I'm just waiting for Tino to talk again.
Stop putting him on the spot. What are you doing?
You can't bring a horse to water and force.
I disagree.
Disagree.
Tino knows when to Tino. Okay.
Exactly.
Tino knows when to Tino. We love Tino though. He is. I'm gonna brag about you real quick, Tino, if that's okay. I say this all the time.
Yeah, destruct them asses.
Okay. He has absolutely been, essential in like leveling up the look and feel of the show, right? Like, me and Elias came in, Brian came in, and we've like done our part to like bring it to like level 2, level 3. Tino has been bringing it to like level 3.5, 4, right?
Beauty.
I like that you start with level 3.5.
Well,
yeah, that seems kind of.
Well,
there was all this build up.
I'm just saying, like it's
so much build up. And Tino, you know what Tino did? We guys, we're at 3.2 now.
Wait, what? I'm so
like,
yeah. Oh, like, yeah.
The number. I think you're looking at more of like a solid 4.55.
Yeah.
Thing.
No, yeah. I am, but I don't want to make you guys feel bad because I think that would suck to be like. God,
no, you know what? Animation is designed to be stand on the shoulders of those who came before you, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And right. We plus each other's efforts with new eyes and new ideas, right? Mm-hmm. So mm-hmm. It's something I think should be celebrated.
I do.
People
too.
have egos that they can't get over. Those are the people that are like, well, what about me? you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna say speaking of which, but that would be mean. Matthew Coe says, "Hey Brian, your podcast is the reason why I found out Chucky Chicken and Mike himself in the first place. This is true. If it weren't,
Oh, that's fantastic. I love hearing that.
yeah,
That's great.
So
Well, Matthew, this another sketch live stream thing is sort of like the continuation of the podcast, but in like a more personal form. Before I talked to all the people that inspired me, and now I'm doing instead of just talking. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
yeah, I came in and brought a little bit of the fun in, and he decided to keep with the heart.
Yeah. Well, do you remember one of my first messages to you, Mike?
I remind me. I'm sure I do,
So
but remind
upsetting.
me.
You don't even remember our anniversary, do you?
Yeah, yes, we are celebrating 4 years this year of knowing each other. I've known you for 4 years.
It was like my first or second message to you. I just simply said, I want to play too.
Yes, exactly. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were like, what do you want to play? Play what? And I'm like, I want to play in the Chucky Chicken verse. I want to get in there somehow.
And here you are.
And you were nice enough to allow that, and any chance I've been able to has been so much fun.
I know.
And it's so cool.
And we love having you, man. Like, honestly. I'll tell you this. Brian and I, once upon a time, we used to do this this podcast called Producers Without a Clue. We had to retire that one, however, because Brian here got a clue, and I'm very close to getting my clue. Such a raging clue. That's for the South Park fans out there.
Saberwing says, Tino is amazing. He added a side of curly fries to our delicious double patty cheeseburger.
Yo, he did though, and he brought the milkshake.
See, Tino knows when to Tino.
Tino knows when to Tino, and when he does, and he just like. I remember the first okay. Tino is the reason why Tommy Turkey is the way that he looks. And I'll tell you why. Because before we were using a model of like Peg Leg Pete as sort of like the base for Tommy. And Tino came on and he drew the characters and he was pretty darn close. And he asked me, can I take the characters in my own style? And I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Let's see what you can do. And his drawing of Tommy Turkey, I loved so much that I sent it to you, Brian, and you did the refined model of Tommy. Like these guys right
did
here.
I?
You did. You did, with the derby hat and the cigar and the blue suspenders with the pinstripes.
Yeah.
That was his model for such a long time. And it really didn't change until, what, last year? I think it was. We did that massive overhaul of everybody. Elias?
Yeah, it was like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got LA plastic surgery done.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They all got their BBLs and their
So, well, anyway, we're losing.
Then I gave him a wife and a son.
Yeah. You did. Oh my God. Did we introduce you to Tommy's family, by the way, chat? Let us know. And if not, would you like to meet them?
Can we just take a moment to recognize the authority on which Tino just said that? And then I gave him a wife and a son. Like, biblical and just straight up Genesis right there. Love it.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah. And from that day forward, he was alone. No
Oh, that got Mike laughing so hard Discord didn't pick it up. That's why he was quiet. That's why he was quiet right there. Yeah.
Or and
oh my God. Brian.
I have no idea how hard it is to make him laugh.
Yeah, I'm a tough guy. At least when it comes to very genuine belly laughter.
Oh my god, I want to move beside Tino and hang out every day.
I
So
love that
good.
you love Tino so much.
Oh, Tino's the absolute shiz, man.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
he truly is. Saber says, I think you brought them up, but I don't think they were discussed very in depth. I can't speak for everyone, but I haven't seen them yet. And who's? Oh, okay. You know what? Let's just.
Yeah, we'll bring them up then.
Yeah,
We'll talk
let's
about
talk a little bit.
That's what we'll. I don't know how long Tino has left to on the thingy
Until
so,
he's ready.
Yeah.
When Tino's.
And my patience is kind of running low, but I don't know.
You know what? We will wait. We'll be patient. It's all good. We got you.
I mean, you will be, but my computer is running my patience through the ground.
Oh well, you know.
I mean, it doesn't have to be finished if you want to like export it, and then we can show what there is.
Yeah.
Listen here, young lady. Render this, or you're going to the streets.
You heard him, folks.
Oh, you were talking to your computer. I thought you were talking to me for a second. I'm like, excuse me?
You're not a lady. Are you a lady? Excuse me? Are you a lady?
No. But
Exactly.
You said it with such
authority.
Emphasis. You said it right after I said my thing.
Okay.
You scared
that was
me.
bad timing on my part.
Yeah, you scared me a little bit
All right.
there, Tino. I'm not even gonna lie.
All
Like,
right.
I was worried.
Yeah, Mike would pee his pants if me and Tino got into an argument,
okay,
like
you
a
know,
full-on argument.
All right, you know what? Was that necessary? Like, did you have to?
No, but am I wrong?
I mean, no. I don't. I don't like this image of Tino. Hold on, let me.
Do we have other ones?
We do. Hang on, I'm pulling them up. All right. Meanwhile, we have Sylvia. This is Tommy's wife.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
classy.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a real classy lady.
So, if you want, Tino, do you want to talk a little bit about Miss Sylvia Silky here?
Oh yeah. We've been talking about Sylvia with Michael specifically because we wanted to make her like a funny accent.
Wait, what?
I think we come up with like the Boston accent.
Oh, well, I mean characteristic-wise, like talk about her personality and, you know.
I'll talk what I want to talk about, Michael.
For she gave her to him.
All right, well, F me then. Go ahead. Talk about what you want to talk about. I'm just, you know.
Like, I don't know. I think it's important because I like the relationship because they are like, you know, those old married couples that and they have some banter, but they love each other still.
They're very much. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Is she sort of in on Tommy Turkey's slight leaning towards corruption kind of thing?
Yeah, Sylvia knows about what's happened with Tough Cluck Studio and Bruno Bronco because she probably was also dealing with it, like to help, trying to help Tommy maintain his authority.
Yeah.
And we kind of make a joke about Tommy missing his wife a lot because she's always like in gigs to make like, and she's an actress,
right? Yeah, and Freddie always Freddie always sends her to act in other studios to bring in extra funds, so she's not around the studio a lot.
By design, yeah. So basically, she started life out as a ballerina, and
so Freddie pimps her out.
Yeah. So, well, no, okay, no. You weren't kidding when you said dark. Jeez.
Listen, it's been a rough day.
I was about to say, you were not kidding when you said dark. So she started off as a ballerina, and Tommy, of course, admired her, and one day she got hurt, And Tommy was like, "What are you gonna do? You're gonna give up, or you're gonna keep going?" Right, Tino? Tino's our lore keeper, by the way. Like, he comes up with these epic backstories.
Actually, they got married before the accident.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
The accident was when she already had her son and everything.
Oh. So, yeah, so she, kind of...
Hey, this is why I keep the lore, Michael. You forget everything.
Tino, do you have a wall of all the characters and red string connecting them? And that would be awesome.
My mind, yes.
Yes.
My brain.
Well, Tino,
I love it.
The floor is yours again. Go ahead, explain the story. I apologize.
He got offended. All right. Oh, yeah. Leah is the daughter of immigrants. They were like very strict.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to be a ballerina, and they didn't let her. She did it. She wanted to go ahead still. She did meet Tommy before. He gave her some kind of encouragement, so like, "Oh, you can do it. You can."
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like I like this idea of some little encouragement can go so far.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And well, she did get the gig. She did become big as a ballerina. They got married,
Mm-hmm.
and well, they got some point, and well, she was trying for a kid for a long time. So this has nothing to do, but like Tommy has a sister, and she was kind of like third wheel throughout their marriage. Yeah, they will have like some picture as a couple, and I don't know, in the Grand Canyon or something, and she will be like in the background alone.
Yeah, Teresa Turkey, Tommy's.
They were so mean to her. So
Tommy's
Oh my god.
Oh my. Well, that's what brothers do to sisters, right? I mean, you can ask my sister Danielle. I was, we just kind of.
Yeah, and you can tag along, sis.
Exactly. Come on, you can join us. You can hold the camera and take the picture. And pay the bill when we're done.
Take so many nice pictures. How about you come along?
Exactly. So, and then what was really cool was when Teresa was blessed with Chelsea, at the exact same time, Sylvia was blessed with Tino. The turkey's name, their son's name is Tino.
He gave me my name.
I did because it's in honor
Roll
of
with
you.
it.
It's with honor of you, and we couldn't find a good name for him. We were like we used Silky Sly.
It's a pretty good name.
It's a great name. We were using Silky Sly for a little bit. I was like, that doesn't like roll off the tongue very well. Then we did Teddy Turkey.
It's a solid 3.5.
Exactly. And then we were doing like Teddy Turkey and like, I don't like that. And then Tino Turkey, boom. That's amazing. Perfect name.
Boom.
And Tino, of course, Tino and Chelsea are very much like siblings. Stop me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Okay, cool.
Well, actually born the same day.
So they're Irish twins, right? Is that how it works, or how does that?
No, Irish twins are like siblings that are born like a little bit over a year apart. They're just cousins.
Oh, okay.
They're just cousins with the same birthday. I don't think there's like a special name for that.
Oh, somebody find the name for that. But anyway, and so they basically grew up like siblings. And
They're chicken siblings. There you go.
Exactly. So so Tino and Chelsea grew this really close relationship, and what's really special is Tino eventually at one point becomes a dancer. See? And he does extraordinarily well that when Margarita McCall gets hired on at Tough Cluck Studios, he actually replaces her as the main act at the Copacabana in Brazil. That's how good he is. And he even has like this dancer, and like this, like Tino and I were talking about it, and we may do it eventually, making an AMV, if you will, of a very famous. Oh my gosh, who sings that song? Oh, yeah, yeah.
So sad.
Yeah,
The song is so sad.
at the Copacabana. Who sings that? Oh my gosh. Oh,
This is so sad. Alexa, play Copacabana.
such I would, but we get demonetized. Um,
Well, it gets struck down.
exactly. The Copacabana.
Like a duck in open season.
Exactly. Who in the world?
Boom shaka boom shaka, something like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Why is your avatar talking into her butt?
Mike didn't know where to put them.
Yeah. Fine, you can talk into her butt. There you go. I'll talk.
No, I'm married.
I'll talk into his butt.
Okay, progressive.
And not the car insurance.
You know what? We're just gonna go away.
We're here to help.
We're just gonna go away.
So there we go. So yeah, we got Tino. So after dark stream activate. Barry Manilow. Thank you, Saberwing. Barry Manilow. Oh my gosh. Also, they're standing in the middle of the table. Yes, they are, Peter. 100%.
Hi, Cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Cheese.
Mr. Cheese is here.
There he is.
There he is, Mr. Cheese. So, Tino, of course, was performing at the Copacabana when he got the news that Chelsea was nearing death. Like, she got the same sickness that took her mother, and he left everything and came back home and stood by, his cousin's side, gave up everything, and now he works as the security guard for Tough Cluck Studios. But every now and then he goes on the soundstage when there's nobody there and it's late at night all by himself, and he just dances just to kind of keep his steps up. And it's a heartwarming story of Tino and Chelsea. So yeah, those are the get out of here. So those are the
cool.
our folks.
The Turkey family.
The Turkey family.
Except for Sylvia is a silky chicken, to be clear.
But that's the Turkey family. It's a cartoon,
Married up.
Yeah.
Well, he was better looking back then.
He was.
Right.
We'll show that in a little bit. And honestly, that's a rule. Like, you always marry above your pay grade, right? Like, that's a rule. Like, you have to. So.
Well, I mean.
Well, that's that. I remember my father dragged me aside and said, "Listen, you're not always going to look like this." So.
My grandmother pulled my father aside and said, "All right, listen. Her money is her money. Your money is her money. So that means you no longer have any money." So.
Truth.
I thought that was funny. Whatever.
It was funny.
Okay.
I've had a bad day.
Taking one down.
What?
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
It's okay.
So good.
So, what can we say? We're here to enhappify your day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I do have to leave in a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
My brother invited me to dinner and he's paying.
Oh, well, that is a good reason. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I don't want to do these gags without you. So you know what that means, folks. Means we're doing take a look at us now. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do a part 2.
Well, we were gonna do a part 2 anyway because we were thinking maybe getting some audience suggestion for gags.
This is true. So next time
we can start out next week going over the gags from this week and then kind of get the verdict on those, and then we can continue with some audience suggested gags.
Yeah. In the meantime, I want to do the Chucksona of the week. This is a new segment before we depart. A lot of people have been asking, we still keep getting requests for people to basically like Chuckify. And, we put out the Oreo one, and we did the one with Chris Provost last week. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to give you guys a sneak peek of who's going to be featured next week.
Taylor Swift.
No.
Ew,
So no,
I would never Chuckify Taylor Swift.
Never. So, all right.
Oh, we lost Tino.
Oh no.
His computer. She died.
Oh no, it's okay.
He'll be back.
He will be back. All right. So in the meantime, I'll give you a couple clues real quick. He is a storytime YouTuber who fell in love with a princess, but sadly
Andrew Tate.
No.
Andrew Tate, the famous storytime YouTuber.
Never, ever, never. God.
Never, ever.
Never.
Okay, I'm just trying to play.
I don't think you guys would know him, but maybe chat will. He's a storytime YouTuber from Australia who fell in love with the princess, but it was a love that was never meant to be. He's currently sitting at almost 1 million subscribers. He's been away. He's been away for a very long time, but his stories are still very impactful, very powerful, and he is, let's just say, he's a bit of a royal himself. Who is it?
Well, I already know.
I know you know. Let's. I don't think you know, but
the diabetes guy.
Salted Sketches,
yeah.
everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tino's back.
Tino. Cody from Rescuers Down Under. No, not quite. Salted Sketches. Go check out his channel, saltedsketches.com, if you haven't already done so. Check out his First Love series, or Falling in Love with My Best Friend, who was ironically named Princess. It's a 3-parter. It's a really, really great story. He's a great, he's a friend of the channel. We love Sultan. And if you do go and subscribe, make sure that or watch his videos, make sure you tell him that Chucky Chicken sent you and said hi.
Okay.
So there you go.
What's his name, Mike?
Sultan Sketches. I will actually put a link to his channel.
Sultan Sketches.
Yeah, let me do this real quick. Yeah, right now he's sitting at 967,000 subs. So yeah, go give him a like. Go support him. But anyway, so
there we go.
There we go, and make sure you tell him that we sent you. With all that being said, we are out of time for this week. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Saberwing, Kimberly Gonzalez. Who else do we have still here with us? Charlie Har Studios, Peter Poljevic. I hope I said that right. If not, I apologize in advance. Dylan Royer is here as well. The Coffee Cat Dad, Far Noggin, Matthew Coe, Cartoon Commotion is here. Who else? I know we saw a couple of Cat Fox, Harvey Maltez Mancia. Good to see you. Happy. Thank you for letting us know about the volume being muted. Really appreciate you there. And Adam McClelland, thank you for hanging out with us as well. Who else do we have? Jillian Ball, thank you for tuning in. Nice to see you. A Simulator Fantastic 90. I know they were here and they left. I hope they come back and they enjoy. Flint Carnage is here. Thank you so much, my friend. And who else do we have here? I'm just scrolling through, seeing who came by and said hello. Toby Comey was here. Thank you, Tamara Coe. Again, thank you for that $50 super chat. That was really sweet of you. The Obsidian Archives.
And another thank you to Saberwing for our first Ko-fi donation.
Yes, thank you. You took the words right out of my beak hole. So thank you guys so much. Again, if you want to support everything that we do, we are on Patreon. We are on Coffee. you can also become a member right here on YouTube, and we're going to probably do some stuff for you guys as well. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Brian, thank you for coming back.
Everyone, go check out Brian's channel.
Yes.
Go support Brian and all his cool stuff and his new live stream that he's doing.
Absolutely. Tino.
Thanks for letting me hang out, guys.
You are
you're
best.
always welcome, Brian.
Always welcome.
Appreciate
we
it.
always have a good time with you.
Yes, we do. And on that note, I'm Mike Cook.
I'm Elias.
I'm Brian.
This happens every time.
We'll take it. Good night, everybody.
Night.